Hello everyone, good evening. Welcome to the session. Thank you so much for waiting before time. Thank you so much for joining. Let's get started. So I'll tell you the agenda. I have collected already some questions from the chat, DMs and comments. I'll be taking them further, but the only benefit of joining this session live is that your session queries will also be taken up. So you can drop your queries if you have joined it already, and I'll take that right after every two comments which I have kept aside. Okay. Hi, good evening, everyone. Hi, Shantanu. Hi, Shayan. Hello, Yash. Good evening. Hello, Samyak. How are you doing? Hi, Ranadhir. How are you? Hi, good evening, but I can't read your name in Telugu, I believe. So you can tell me your name in the chat. Hi, Diksha. Good evening. Hello, Fardeen. Good evening. Welcome to the session, guys. Do hit the like button as well. And also share it with your friends if there are any. Because preparation करते करते कुछ friends बन जाते हैं, but कुछ लोग के छूट भी जाता है. Okay, so sorry for that negative comment in the very first minute. Hi, Utkarsh. Thank you. All right. So let's get started with the first one. I have the questions ready, and if you have any, you can drop it in the comment below. Okay, I mean the live chat right now. So the first question, which was pending for 6 days actually. So thank you for your patience, Priyanshu. This question comes up from him, which says about having a back paper. So this is primarily for all those who have any kind of back paper in their current college. If you are pursuing college and you are about to complete it or have completed it, but there's a back paper still left out. So what is going to happen? Are you eligible for CAT or any other OMET as such? The answer is yes, you are. And in that case, if you're filling the form, then you are supposed to write expecting the result. You're not supposed to give that your result is declared. Rather, you will select the column of expecting the result. Okay. And the second part of his question was that if he gets into the college, will that affect his calls or interviews as such? Like if he scores really well in the examination, that will that affect his calls and interviews? Number one, it will not affect his calls. It will not affect his interview in the first place, like in the selection criteria. But yeah, when you're facing the interview, when you're facing the panelists, there can be a condition or there can be a place where you will be asked questions around it. They will ask you that why in this particular subject you did not perform well. So you have to be full prepared for that answer. Like you can back it up with some genuine reasons that I was not pretty well versed with it, or I did not understand it, or at that point of time I was not healthy and whatever. Okay, so you can just mention these things, be ready with the answer, because ye questions aapko पूछे zarur jayenge, but that will never be a barrier for you. So you can move ahead with that, Priyanshu. I hope I answer your question. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you, Samyak. I'm always energetic. Yes, I've got your question. Diksha, I have got your question. I would take up your questions as well after the very next question. Okay. So this first question which I considered here was regarding your uh, college or back paper. Oops, I'll just take a small one. Yeah. The first question I answered was regarding back paper. उसके बाद अभी second वाला question is from Shreya, and she is talking about starting her preparation, CAT-XAT preparation journey right now. So she is constantly feeling that she is not at a very good position, and therefore she wants to focus more on her preparation rather than signing up for any kind of internship at this point of time. So this question is around internship and your preparation. So when it comes to internship, I would also recommend you, since only less than 100 days are left for CAT right now, I would not recommend you, I think, signing up for any internship. Rather, you can definitely go ahead and plan out your normal paper preparation. That means written examination ki preparation kijiye, plus a very important thing, that is current affairs. So when I say current affairs, this is going to directly help you in the OMETs like XAT and other examinations which directly have a GK paper. But bringing you back to a very important place, that it's not just about the direct assessment of your current affairs in the exams. More of it is going to talk about your GDPI rounds. तो आप किसी भी college में चले जाइए, you will face this GDPI round where they will expect you to know something about the current situation or conditions around the country, internationally, and things like that. So make it a point that CA should be the primary area of attention apart from your general preparation. Hope I answered your question. And then now it's time for me to take the questions from the chat. So I'll move up and start with the first one from Yash. मैम हम 7th सेम हैं बीटेक, तो मुझे कॉलेज का एफिडेविट सबमिट करना होगा क्या? फॉर्म फाइल करते टाइम हाँ डॉक्यूमेंट्स में आप ऐड कर सकते हो उसको. अब 7th सेमेस्टर में हो तो डेफिनेटली यू कैन डू दैट. Diksha, what are the documents needed to prove work experience? All right, so if you have a joining letter, you can show that up, okay? And right now they will only ask for any kind of a joining letter or as such. The further documentations will be when you will be selected for a call or something. तो उस वक्त आपको बाकी सारी details जैसे कि आपके salary slips या फिर current employment letter, those things you will have to show. So this is WorkX related documents. I think I have also taken up one question about WorkX documents in my today's list of questions as well. So yes Diksha, these are the basic documents. They will also inform you beforehand. तो आपको कम से कम 1 से 2 weeks का time तो minimum दिया जाएगा to produce those documents. So in case you don't have any, you can connect with your company and get that done. Even in the letterhead of the company it will work, okay? Like digitally typed ना भी हो तो चलेगा. That's what I want to say. Alright, next सम्यक डेली स्केड्यूल कैसा होना चाहिए हाथ से कैट के लिए रोड मैप. अच्छा, तो ये मैं ऐसे 15 मिनट्स के सेशन में तो नहीं बताऊंगी सम्यक, बट yes, I am preparing a video on that and I'll very soon drop it. Also, I am planning to drop separate videos for WorkX वाले लोग, freshers, repeaters, and those who are not currently doing anything, taken a drop. I mean, similar to repeaters, but you can say that you have taken a break from your job and you're doing it. So still a different profile. So I will try to make 3-4 different types of videos on the same condition. Okay. All right. Then moving next. Hi Binay. Good evening. Shantanu. Ma'am, I believe you wanted to write ma'am. In RC, not getting good accuracy. Accuracy is 50%. Shantanu, in RCs, I recently last Wednesday, I dropped a very important video on tones and types of passages. To be honest, if I give you that passage, you will tell me, ma'am, this is not of CAT level, neither of XAT level. Why have you given this question? But this is the problem with the entire preparation batch of ours. You know, what happens is that we consider that we are really intelligent folks and we will start right away from PYQ. And that is the reason why it goes 90% by luck. Sometimes you get a very good score, sometimes you get really bad. So there is unstable scores plus low accuracy. So to beat this, you have to start working from your roots, from your fundamentals, your concepts. So that is the reason why I gave a very easy passage with a tricky set of questions which you should definitely watch. So I'll recommend you to go and watch the recent video of Blitz Brigade, where I have dropped it on Wednesday because it was related to English. Okay, so you start from there, Shantanu, and I'm anyways continuing this series till the end of all the OMETs, so don't worry for that. Okay, Ranadir, before I take your question, I've already taken your question in the list as well, so I'll complete and I'll do over it. Okay, then I have a question from Salvador. This is again regarding the WorkX one. So was this you, Diksha, by any chance? Because this is absolutely the same question which you were asking, that what are the documents and all that. So bank statements, currently no, if you can produce the salary slip. If you can't produce a salary slip, then yes. But firstly, salary slip. Okay. So I think I've already answered this question. Moving next to Amisha. So Amisha is talking about WorkX documents. Again, this is a repeated question, guys. WorkX documents में slip वगैरह चाहिए होता है नहीं. So I've already covered that up, Amisha. What important documents are needed for your proving your work experience. Nextly, coming to Khushi. So she had a question that she completely wants a profile for the HRM domain. Okay, that is human resource. So if she wants to work in this, she has selected 2 primary colleges, that is XLRI and TISS, okay, for doing this. So as a backup option, she'll also be giving CMAT. So when this is her conditions, she is asking that how can she possibly crack that in 3 to 3.5 months period, knowing that you are weak in quants. So your profile is HRM, colleges selected are XLRI and TISS for your preference, done. So you are already clear with the picture of which examinations to target. So when this kind of a clear picture is seen, I really feel good. So that's a very good thing. Now when it comes to cracking XAT, when you are low on quants, you have selected the right examination. Rather, I should also tell you that if you are, still not improving in this 3 months, this is a negative statement, but if you still feel that you are not able to improve very much in this 3 months, then target CMAT and TISS, because these two primary examinations, especially TISS, is something which does not weigh quants a lot, and therefore you have to work a lot on your current affairs part to target this exam. At the same time, if you say you're weak in quants, then target the VA and the DM section of XAT paper and start preparing from those sections which you are slightly good at. Doing this, you can get a stronger hold, and yes, you can definitely crack the examination in 3 to 3.5 months. Moving forward to the chat box again. So daily schedule to video aane wali hai. Ranadir, okay, I'll take your doubt. Ma'am, does online certifications like Google Forage, Mind Luster, values, okay, valued? Does online diploma courses from Oxford is valued? How much a person affected who completed the graduation with a gap? Okay, there are 2-3 questions together. Firstly, the certifications. So this is a question around certification, guys. Please understand this very carefully. Abhi jo bolne ja rahi hu, that can be a bitter truth. So don't think that a paper would decide your entry into your favorite B school or your entry into any company you're targeting as a placement. Why am I saying this? Thank you for the hearts I am getting, by the way. Yes, so now what I was trying to say here is, and by the way, a very important thing, likes come hai yaar, viewers se aisa mat karo. If you have come to the watch the channel, I mean video, then please go and like it as well. Free hai, bilkul free, trust me, ek bhi rupaya nahi lagega. Now when it come back to certification, see, they are not going to see this certificate, oh, issued on this date, you have done this certification. That can be easily forged. What cannot be forged is your learning. So when I say free platforms like Mind Luster and all, किसी ने मुझे लिखा था कि is that a sponsored video? Bro, why would I sponsor that? Like if there's any sponsored video, I'll tell you. But then if that's not a sponsored video, why are you saying this? That's a good library of videos I've found, So that's why I shared it with you. So उस तरह की चीजों से फायदा क्या होगा? That paper will not hold any importance, but your knowledge will hold. So that when you produce that paper in front of the panelists, they will ask you questions and you will give answers and they will give you points. So ye story hai puri. This is the entire story around it. That whatever you are learning from any certification, that paper is not going to hold any value. Your learnings are going to hold value because you're 200% going to be asked questions around it. And if you have done that diligently, you will get points for that. So platforms like Mind Luster and all, you can definitely refer to. Google, of course, to bahut acha hai. Forage bhi is a good website. Similarly, the diploma courses offered by universities like Oxford are, of course, definitely holding value because people are getting placed. So that's the biggest testament, okay, that these things work. Second question, that who has done a gap in the graduation? Don't worry, everything can be shadowed with an excellent CAT or XAT percentile. So please overshadow all of these things with a good profile plus an excellent score in your written examination. Now, moving next to Utkarsh, how many questions of maths and DI are there in QA India? It keeps on changing, but it ranges around 26 questions, okay? And if you want the breakup, I have created a very detailed video on that, Utkarsh. You can go and refer to that. That was a XAT workshop series for the last year. You can refer to that. By the way, guys, please go for the QRS. That is the quick revision sheet. The link is right below in the description box. I want all of you to refer to it because that is one place where you can just type in the topic and get the video related to that. Samyak, daily schedule ka map. Okay, I've already discussed that. Awesome question. Yes, so his question is answered. I saw a food van business 6 months ago. How can I? Okay, you started, you mean, right? Okay, so I believe you are talking about started. All right, done then. So coming to Utkarsh, yes Utkarsh, don't worry, you can mention that in your SOP. So when you get selected for the exam, entrance, or what should I say, your GDPI round, at that point you will be asked to write us SOP. Over there you can mention that you worked. Okay, otherwise if you want to put it up as work experience, business like this is generally not taken as work experience until and unless you have enough papers to show. So you should have some paperwork. If you don't have it, then it won't be considered. Okay. Next Keval, hi, welcome to this session. I of course remember you. Regular आने वाले बच्चों को नहीं भूलती. Sidhu, welcome to the session. Non-engineer, I have decent hold in few quant chapters except functions. So can I leave it? Sidhu, don't leave it. I have given this example multiple times in my videos. एक बहुत ही प्यारा सा क्वेश्चन आया था जहां पर आपको फंक्शन की वैल्यू के जगह पर सिर्फ x इज इक्वल्स टू 1 पुट करके फंक्शन का रिमाइंडर निकालना था. दैट वाज सच अ सिली क्वेश्चन, आई विल टेल यू. If I would have not known the remainder theorem, I wouldn't have been able to solve the question. So therefore एकदम बेसिक क्वेश्चन भी कई बार ये लोग दे देते हैं. So just go through the formulas and practice 5 to 10 questions. That will be more than enough. Don't leave it. Okay. All right. Come on, Utkarsh, you're having many questions, huh? Yeah, they are not enough. You have to know that, Utkarsh. Whatever certifications you have done, if I ask you 10 questions, you should be at least in a state to answer 8 of them. That is when you say that you have done a certification. Fardeen, welcome. Yes, Fardeen, I have taken your question as well. I mean, they're in my list. I'll answer it here also. Ma'am, is it possible to get into Excel BM program having 65% in this with no work experience? That's totally fine, Fardeen. As I just mentioned at the top few minutes before, that a very great score in your XAT and an excellent profile can make you come into the profile. Because if you search internet, see, I'll not take names of anyone, but if you search internet, you will see examples of people getting into Excel with low ACADS. So it's completely fine. Okay, then coming down to, yeah, Utkarsh, I cleared your doubt. हाउ टू प्रिपेयर फॉर दैट नोइंग दैट यू आर स्टार्टिंग नाउ. क्या आपका कोर्स अवेलेबल है? हाँ, मेरा कोई कोर्स पेड कोर्स अवेलेबल नहीं है. मेरे कोर्सेज सारे के सारे यूट्यूब पर फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट है फरदीन. सो वी आर स्टार्टिंग बेस्ड ऑन मेरी अवेलेबिलिटी भी एंड वट एवर आई कैन डू फॉर यू पीपल. आई एम स्टार्टिंग अ स्मॉल कोर्स कॉल्ड ब्लिट्स ब्रिगेड, जहाँ पर मैं अपने बेसिक नोट्स आपके साथ शेयर कर रही हूँ. द क्वेश्चंस व्हिच आई एम शेयरिंग देयर आर द वंस व्हिच आई हैव केप्ट फॉर द रिविजन पर्पस, जहाँ पर I felt that if I do this before the examination, my concepts will be cleared. So that's why I'm sharing those notes of mine with you. So that will help you guys surely. Binay, a question. Ma'am, I have done 2 paid internships with NGOs and then B schools consider the ये जो मैं पढ़ रही हूँ ना, ऐसे हम लोग आरसीज पढ़ते हैं, ठीक है. एंड इन द बी स्कूल नाउ वी आर डूइंग इट एज केस स्टडी, वरना 20 पेजेस के केस स्टडी तो खत्म होने से रह गए. ऑलराइट, सो विनय, the thing which you are mentioning, yes, you can take this up as not the work experience, but yes, you can add it up as your internship when you will talk about it in your SOP. But ये चीज fill करने की जगह कहीं पर भी आपको नहीं मिलेगी आपके form पे. Okay, all right. Technology inclined, which MBA course and how is BM? Of course, it's very nice. All right, Samyak, equally powerful as HRM and technologically inclined ho. So it's not about taking up a very basic course as HRM or BM. In BM and HRM also there are various special courses, like there is a course called as MIS, okay, that is Management Information Systems. If you're technically inclined and technologically inclined, sorry, then in that case you can definitely try to dive deeper into it and do something in that domain which would really match with your IT experience. Okay. ओके, मूविंग फर्दर. ऑलराइट, वेट, मैंने चैट के बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस ले लिए, अब एक आध क्वेश्चन यहाँ से भी प्लीज. सो कनिष्का का क्वेश्चन था रिगार्डिंग द XAT 2024 प्रिपरेशन, हाउ टू कवर द सिलेबस. सो सिलेबस कवरेशन एंड ऑल दैट फॉर XAT would be talked about in a separate and detailed video, Kanishka. I hope you would wait for that video. Okay, all right, this one is related to your preparation, guys. I'm already 5 minutes late, तो अब बस बहुत कम questions लेने वाली हूँ, but हाँ, chat में जितने हैं I'll cover that up. This question is of Aman and he is mentioning that he's talking about RCs. Okay, he wants to say that most of the time his shadow answers doesn't match with my shadow answers, as we say in my videos. So he end up choosing the wrong answers. So in that case, what happens, if you guys are aware of the fact, shadow answers kya hote hain, that you form in your mind before you actually finalize the answer. So when the shadow answers are different from the correct answers, as such, you can say, in that case you would have to make an error log. That's the best solution I can ever provide to any student of mine. I have done it myself, seen the result, and only then recommending you to do that. Make a list of reasons why was option A correct according to the person who have set the paper, why was B wrong, why was C wrong, why was D wrong. Doing this over a period of time, let's say for 1.5 or 2 months, you will be in a position, when you have done it with more than hundreds of questions, you will be in a position where now just looking at the question and the keywords, you can strike off the wrong answers. So that will only be improved by practice, Aman. Hope this helps you. Moving next. उत्कर्ष, इतने सारे एक ही लाइव सेशन में ले लोगे क्या क्वेश्चंस के आंसर? हाय अंकित, हाउ आर यू? गुड इवनिंग, बड़े दिनों बाद. ऑल राइट, रितेश, गुड इवनिंग रितेश, हाउ आर यू डूइंग? Welcome, welcome. Shadia, hi, how are you? And Shadia has also come after a long time. Improve your reading speed fast from now on. So when you're reading, try to read with your eyes diverting from one place to another, and at the same time, try to focus or capture the words and make a story. Like, I'll tell you, I'll give a paragraph in one video and I'll tell you what to do. By the way, I've also made a video on that. बहुत पुराना video होगा, how to improve the reading speed. I will pin that up in the Telegram group, okay, or in Instagram story. You can collect it from there. So it is about the span of your eye and at the same time concentrating on a specific word and making a story around it. तो जैसे मैंने कॉम्प्रोमाइज वर्ड पढ़ा ना, आई मेक अ स्टोरी अराउंड इट इन माई माइंड दैट अच्छा कुछ कॉम्प्रोमाइज वाला सिचुएशन हो रहा है. मतलब होता है ना कि एक वर्ड देखते ही आप एक स्टोरी बना लो, दैट काइंड ऑफ अ थिंग. So we can do it by that, Sadia, and when it comes to the video, I will pin it in the Instagram story. You can take, like, watch it from there. ओहो उत्कर्ष, रुक जाओ यार, आज ही सारे क्वेश्चंस ले लोगे क्या? I'll just cover up others as well. Final interview round of ITC. All the best, Cable. Strong wishes for you. How to improve profile, suggest some tips. Okay, so I have already made 2-3 videos on that, Fardeen. I can understand you are new to this channel, so you might not be knowing about the existing videos, but trust me yaar, abhi itna sara pressure hai aur itna kaam hai that I am literally not able to repeat the content again. So what I'll do here, Fardeen, is I will redirect you to the videos which I'm talking about. So for that, again, just follow the Instagram page where I will be putting forward the links, okay, so that you get informed about what videos ma'am was talking about. So I've noted it down. I will inform you guys when I have posted it in both Telegram and Instagram. Alicia, good evening. Hi, how are you? I'm doing great. Great to see you here. Okay, Fardeen, please guide me how I prepare from now on. Yes, so Fardeen, you can refer to the video and then go to the Telegram group. Once you go to the Telegram group, over there you would see in the bio a mega drive link. Mega drive link में आपको सारे के सारे materials मिल जाएंगे from dash dash dash. जैसे एक का नाम मैं ले सकती हूँ, वो है समय. ठीक है, तो समय की तरह बाकी लीडिंग जगहों के कोचिंग मटेरियल आपको मिल जाएंगे. यू कैन प्रैक्टिस द मटेरियल फ्रॉम देयर फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट, एंड वट एवर टॉपिक्स आई एम टीचिंग इन द वीडियोज यू कैन learn from there and then practice it on your own if self study helps you. Otherwise, joining a course would be recommended. Okay, yeah, don't worry, Keval, be confident as you are. Okay, continue being confident. उसमें कोई चिंता नहीं करने का. No problem in that. Okay, all is going to be good. And remember, you will not make up your answers. If you are planning to make up your answers, then be prepared from, already from house. You should think that okay, मुझे ये बोलना है, like that. And one important thing, an important interview tip for all of you: speak slowly. मेरे जैसे मत बोलना. I also talked really calmly and slowly in my interview, Because when you talk slowly in front of them, they are talking to you for the very first time, so they don't really know that Priyasha तो बहुत स्पीड में बात करती है अपने YouTube वीडियोस में, यहाँ हमारे सामने बैठ के बहुत बहुत स्लो बोल रही है. They don't know me. So just like me, might be they don't know you. So in that case, what happens is that when you speak very softly, like I'll give you an example. Hi, my name is Priyasha Das. It is great talking to you people. So when you talk like this, you are keeping normal pauses, and in that normal pauses you can think and answer. And सामने वाले को लगेगा कि ये तो इस तरह से सॉफ्ट स्पोकन है, धीरे धीरे बात करता है, रुक रुक के बात करता है, ओके. But if you start really fast, like, my name is Priyasha Das and I'm really happy to see you people here, and then you stop at some place, they will understand that ye isne soch ke bola. All right, I'll take another question quickly from Prajwal. So Prajwal had a question regarding the board percentage in the form. So Prajwal, if your form or if your mark sheet has marks of only 5 subjects, and based on that they have calculated CGPA or percentage written very boldly on the mark sheet, then put that number only. No problem in that. And UZ had a question regarding UPSC. So is because of UPSC preparation, he had a gap of 4 years in graduation, after graduation. So will that be acceptable in XLRI interviews? Yes, acceptable in interviews. You will be asked questions. There are profiles, not exactly 4 years of which I know, but yes, there are profiles who do have taken gap years for the preparation of UPSC, and they are in the college. So that primarily means that if you're having a good score and a good profile, don't worry, there is 100% chance. Oof, अब बहुत टाइम हो गया. नहीं, मैं और क्वेश्चंस नहीं ले रही. By the way, study plan, I have already taken your question in the previous session, okay? Like regarding arithmetic, geometry, current, modern, मुझे बिल्कुल अच्छे से याद है. I also replied it back. So maybe you have not seen the video carefully, the last one which I have already uploaded. So please watch that carefully. I understand you are lacking some time, busy in preparation, but थोड़ा ध्यान से देख लीजिए. I've already answered your question over there. Okay, and even though you're sincerely preparing, you're feeling motivation going down, मैंने 100% इस बारे में बात की है study plan. So I recommend you going back to the old video. How to handle stress from office and forget office and maintain positive state. That is something of a personal development stuff, Samyak. You can't do it until and unless you make a very, do and die situation for yourself. Tell yourself that if you are still stuck in the office dilemma even after coming back home, you are not going to progress or come out of that office trap at all. And if you really want to come out, the only way out is to forget that and restart, reboot. Okay, just like we do different tasks in a day. Do you start thinking about food when you are working until and unless you're hungry? No. So just like that, you should stop thinking about office when you are studying. And at that time, you should be technologically cut off also. When I say technologically cut off, at least from your mobile phone. Don't make your mobile phone as your study material if you have a laptop or a tablet or a PC. Okay, until and unless you don't have any of them and have only the mobile phone to study, go into the do not disturb mode and then study. Hi Sanket, good evening. Welcome to the session. How are you, sir? Okay, I totally get it. Hi, I remember you from the last session, but I forgot your name, or I don't remember if I've already known your name before. Any book specifically? Not a specific book as such which I can recommend you right now, Study Plan G, but the basic books of CAT will only help you to get most of it, like 70-80% of the syllabus, and then DM is special. And DM BA के लिए मैं हूँ, don't worry. Okay. Not right now, Fardeen. Take some time. Take the test series if possible. देख लो अच्छे से क्या हो रहा है, नहीं हो रहा है. उसके बाद you still have 15 to 20 days to decide whether to join or not. Yeah. Sanket, I'm actually already running late. Why don't you just DM me on Instagram, Sanket? That would be great. Otherwise, if you have already mentioned, I'll take it. यार आप लोग लेट करा देते हो. 15 मिनट बोल के आई हूँ, 30 minutes करा दिए. All right, Mayank. But ma'am, I calculated my CGPA of 6 subjects, even if CBSE has given for 5 subjects. हाँ तो देखो Mayank, this is not something to worry about. आपको क्या लगता है कि आपका एप्लीकेशन रिजेक्ट हो जाएगा बेस्ड ऑन दैट? नहीं होगा. डोंट वरी फॉर दैट. एकदम चैन की सांस लीजिए एंड अपने रिटन पेपर पे काम कीजिए. Thanks for the tip. Just worried about 30 minutes plus interview or else. All the best, Keval. You will rock. Okay, Sanket, in my bank job, there is a lot of pressure daily, done policies from my own pocket, but I resigned service notice period. Okay, so how to prepare for MBA now? Now that you're free from your job stress, Sanket, you can full-fledgedly prepare, and at the same time, देखो ये policy मैं लोगों को जल्दी रेकमेंड करती नहीं हूँ, बट देर आर पर्सनालिटीज लाइक मी जो थोड़ा डेडलाइन से मोटिवेट होते हैं. ओके, सो इफ यू आर दैट काइंड ऑफ अ पर्सनालिटी हु डज नॉट फ्रीक आउट बिकॉज ऑफ डेडलाइन, रादर गेट मोटिवेटेड कि मुझे इस तारीख से पहले करना ही है. If you are of that personality, then yes, this is one thing which you can do, Sanket, that now that you have already resigned from your job, you know that how important it is to get a MBA, right? So I definitely will never recommend anyone to drop their jobs for this. But then again, as I said, we can't force it on anyone because all the people are different personalities. They have different levels of stress management, and therefore, depending upon different personalities, if you have already taken this decision, Sanket, the best thing you can do is now keep a sticky note always in front of your eyes that if not this, then it can be a trouble to me. इससे थोड़ा प्रेशर बिल्डअप होगा. अब अगर ज्यादा लगता है कि बहुत ज्यादा बर्नड आउट फील होता है, तो यू कैन टेक इट ऑफ फॉर 1-2 डे, बट देन दिस प्रेशर विल ओनली हेल्प यू. पढ़ाई, ये मैंने लास्ट सेशन में भी बोला था, एग्जाम सामने होता है तभी पढ़ाई होती है, और उतनी ड्यूरेशन में की हुई पढ़ाई की वजह से हमें थोड़े मार्क्स भी आ जाते हैं. अगर हमें उतना भी डर नहीं लगेगा ना एग्जाम से, देन देयर विल बी अ सिचुएशन वेयर हमारे हिसाब से डिजायर्ड रिजल्ट्स नहीं मिलेंगे, है ना. तो थोड़ा प्रेशर में तो काम करना इज इम्पोर्टेंट. No, Samyak, you have to aim for IIM Ahmedabad only if you are giving CAT. ये कोई बात नहीं है, all right, कि आपने बोला कि मेरा वर्क एक्स है, इसके हिसाब से मुझे क्या फॉर्म फिट करना चाहिए बिफोर कैट. ना ना, ऐसा क्या? I mean, I don't get your question actually. You're talking about other examinations? Is that the case? You can fill in every exam paper whatever you're willing to do, क्योंकि उस सबका पैटर्न अलग होता है, सम्यक. एंड डोंट वरी अबाउट द प्रोफाइल एज सच. देखो, इतनी कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी में मत जाओ. इतनी कॉम्प्लेक्स ये चीज ही नहीं है जितना आप लोग उसको ले रहे हो, ठीक है. इट्स नॉट सो कॉम्प्लेक्स. Sanket, if so again, look at your age also. So looking at this, you have more perspectives of doing a GMP program or a 1-year executive course as well. So also fill the form for that, Sanket. Okay. All right, done with the last question then, guys. I will just check. Yeah, Samyak, you can fill in MDI. Okay, so my list is over and the chat box is also over. So इस बार मैं proudly बोल सकती हूँ that I have not taken any question on carryover. So apart from these questions, if you have any doubts, guys, feel free to drop it in the comment section, DM me on Instagram, और DM करने से पहले follow कर लेना, वरना reply नहीं करूँगी, बता दे रही हूँ. Alright, so follow me on Instagram and join my Telegram group for various free preparatory material. Okay, over there, you have the resources, guys, you have the time. Similar time compared to other aspirants. So make sure that you work efficiently, and I am always there to help you out in anything possible. With this, coming to the last question, how was the session? To which Shayan has already answered. Awesome. Thank you, Samyak. Bye-bye. Good night, everyone. And see you in the next live session on Sunday, 10 p.m. If you have any questions, you can keep them ready over any of the platforms. हाँ, but हाँ, जब मैं एक नोट डालू ना लाइव सेशंस का, तो उसके बिलो में फिर से पेस्ट कर दीजिएगा अपना कमेंट. दैट विल गिव मी बेटर विजिबिलिटी. Thank you, Benay. Thank you, everyone. If you really enjoyed this session and got some of your questions answered, please go ahead and like that. And also share it in all your Facebook, WhatsApp, Telegram groups. Okay? Bye-bye. Good night. Take care. Thank you, Ritesh. Thank you, Mayank. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Take care. Good night.